All right, Shalom, Akim. Coming back again to prophesy the downfall of America, to let the Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians know that you are the true Hebrew Israelites of the Scriptures. All right, as always, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. All right, for the hopeful elect, drawing in the elect, being as fishers of men, you know, hoping and being prisoners of hope for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's sake, ultimately to draw in the elect, as I said. All right, as we know, today is a day that is highly exalted in this land, in America. All right, which is called Mother's Day. All right, according to the scriptures, it's an abomination. All right, it's a custom that is was created by men. Okay, there's nothing new underneath the sun. All right, we know that because they were doing women worship back in the Babylonians from the very beginning, man. So I'm talking about from Nimrod and Semiramis. All right, they were worshiping women back all the way back to that time, man. All right, in Babylon. So there ain't nothing new underneath the sun. It's always been here until Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai comes back and restores things all back into its proper order. So that's what I'm gonna speak out, and the Spirit's gonna and allow the Spirit to flow through and speak on various topics. But that's the ultimate start off. I'm gonna bring out Isaiah 58:1. It says, "Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins." All right. So it's a commandment to come out to the highways and the hedges and to cry aloud. All right. To lift up our voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions. Who is the Lord's people? All right, the Hebrew Israelites, which are the Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Those are the true people of the Lord, man. All right, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Okay, so it's a commandment to come out here into the streets and show them that they're going off, man. All right, like I said, today is a highly exalted holiday, which is Mother's Day. According to the scriptures, it's an abomination. All right. And you can bring up that Santa Maria thing, but even the Lord ignored his mother whenever they brought him, Mary, to talk to Jesus, and said, "Hey, your mother wants to speak with you." All right, I'll bring that account out real quick, you know, just to verify that he wasn't concerned about his mother. He was concerned about the flock. Just like he told Peter, "Lovest thou me?" And he asked him 3 times. He said, "Feed my sheep. Feed my flock." You know, that's who he's concerned about, man. He ain't concerned about women, you know, you men. He's concerned about the men and women that follow after him, man. All right. This is in the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. See, so while Yahweh Shai was doing what I'm doing right now, he was ministering, he was breaking down things to them, you know, speaking to them in parables. You know, they brought his mother to him, and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. So it was his mother and his brothers that were out there wanting to speak with Yahweh Shai, right? And it said, "Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him," right? "Who is my mother and who are my brethren?" That's right, man. So you have a commandment. You have an unction to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai once you're called into this thing to come out here and do this work, to lift up the elect, man, to lift up that standard, that banner to the people, ultimately to the elect, to draw them in to salvation, and to the rest of you to let you know you're going to be destroyed, man. All right. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that's exactly what we're going to do, Lord will, until the end, man. All right, like the scriptures say, "He that endureth to the end shall be saved." All right, you people out here that are following after these different customs and traditions of men, y'all going to be caught out in that fire, man. Y'all going to be caught out in the cold. Y'all have no covering for your wickedness. Why? Because you decided to take these things that were more pleasing to the flesh, all right, that were more desirable to you, for your benefit right now. It's going to be to your destruction, man. All right, us that are coming out to the highways and the byways and preaching and casting down strongholds and things of that nature, such as this holiday being one, we are looking for something way better and greater and that's the kingdom, man, which is built upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Not this kingdom that's built upon bloodshed that was taken by murder, man. All right? These people are bugged out here, man. They actually think they're on some type of level, man. You know? You ain't on no level. The only level y'all are on is a satanic level, man. A satanic vibration that you get off the media, through these social medias. All right? These different reality shows. You think women nowadays are supposed to be honored and respected, man? They're the whole reason why we fell from the grace of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Going all the way to the Garden of Eden. These women are wicked, man. And women are so wicked. I mean, back in the old times, it was a mystery. But now it's not a mystery. Everything's being unraveled right now. All right? Now we know your secrets. Now we know how you operate mentally, man. Women are always one step ahead of a man. And you have to be ahead of her, man. Okay? Or not, she'll destroy you. So like it said in Matthew 12 and 48, and he answered and said unto him that told him, who was my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold my mother and my brethren. For whosoever will do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother, sister, and mother, man. So that's who Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is concerned about. He ain't concerned about this thing that's going on in the earth today, man. All over the United States. You even got it probably celebrated in Hawaii, you know, Canada, you know, all the different other nations. Why? Because Esau's custom and tradition have compassed the whole earth, man. The scriptures say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know? So that's just an example of how austere Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is concerning his ways and the ways of the earth, man. Because the ways of the world are evil, man, are wicked, and they will destroy you, man. He speaks about the traditions and philosophies, the customs of the land, and they're no good, man. All right? But a lot of people, they can't. Well, you go into the book of Leviticus, and it tells you not to learn the customs and the traditions of the land of Egypt, which I'll bring out real quick. You're not supposed to be honoring, worshiping nobody like that, man. You ain't supposed to lift up anybody on a pedestal. They're not Yahweh Shai. You know? Even the angels know better. Even the angels will tell, like you go in Revelation chapter 19, when John bowed down to it, he told him to lift up. And he told him, for I'm as a brother of you that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. You know, get up. Worship Yahweh Shai. Don't worship me. The book of Leviticus, let's see, Leviticus 18 and 1, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, I am the Lord your power. You know, so what does that mean? If he is our God, our power, we have to worship him. We honor him. We lift him up. We give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Not no men, not no women, all right? Not our kids. All right, it's like birthdays are an abomination. Mother's Day, Father's Day. All right, you got all types of different holidays in the United States, man. All right, it says, after the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. Right. So in the land of Egypt, they were worshiping women. You know, they worship women. They had their goddesses. You know. It's like in the Romans and the Greeks, they had their goddesses that they worship. Not here in the Bible. In the Bible, it don't speak good about women, man. And you can't use that Mary was a woman that was worthy to be worshipped. She's not worthy to be worshipped, man. She was just a vessel that was chosen to bear Yahweh Shai. That's it. You know, she was chosen above all women, and that was all. That was it. Out of all those women, she was the only woman to be worshipped, right? No, she's not worshipped. She's not to be worshipped, man. Because the Bible condemns women worship. And it's in the Bible, it refers to it as the Queen of Heaven, all right, which goes back to Semiramis. It goes back to that Santa Maria worship, all right, Santa Guadalupe. All right, and whatever else they got out there, man, because they create new gods every day, man. Especially you Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, man. Y'all got all forms of different deities, you know, different idols that you bow and worship to, man. When the Bible condemns idol worship, but men and walking in the flesh, women walking in the flesh, can be as a form of an idol, and that's an abomination in the eyes of the Most High, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, what the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus. All right. So it says, after the doings of the land of Egypt wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. Ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances. To walk therein, I am the Lord your power. You see? So the Lord is already telling us, when he brought us out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, which is America, spiritually known as Egypt, and we're back in the same predicament. Why? Because we went off against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So now we're here worshiping these idols by Esau, the so-called white man. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, Easter. All right? All these customs are not according to the Bible, man. Okay? When you read the Bible, you find out the Bible don't speak well about women. There's only a few women that the Bible talks about that are right. But the majority of them are not right. The scriptures say the Lord had deprived her of all wisdom and understanding. All right? She is simple and knoweth nothing, man. All right? They're vain. They're vanity. They're corrupt. Even men, don't get me wrong. But today is a holiday that's highly exalted and it's going to be condemned by the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? It says, ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord. That's right. So the Lord has given a strict commandment, man, not to observe the ways and the laws of the land, because the laws of the land are contrary to Yahweh Shai. They're not according to the Bible, man. The laws of the land. Okay? They're not built upon Yahweh Shai. They're not built upon the Bible. You can't even have the Bible in a courthouse, man. You can't. The only ones that can have the Bible in the courthouse are the judges, and they have you swear on the Bible, man. When the Bible says keep your yeas, yeas, and your nays, nays. But they have you swear on the Bible. And they don't even follow the scriptures, man. In the courthouses. Alright? So, that was just an example. Going back into, you know, in the book of Leviticus, where it's talking about that, man. Not following the laws of the land. Real quick, there's another part on there. Right here. In Leviticus 18 and 30, therefore shall ye keep my ordinance, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs, which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord your God. That's right. So the Lord is referring to these things as an abominable custom. All right. So this particular day in America is an abomination, man. It's highly wicked, spiritually wicked, man. And you people don't even know it. You don't even know that you're dabbling with satanic entities, man. Demonic entities here. Even though you do it on a daily basis, because it's not just this one particular day where women are worshipped. Because niggas worship women every single day. Women are being lifted up every single day. You know? So we have to come out to the highways and the byways and show our people their transgression. You know? That's why we come out here in the streets and give them knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and also to be an example and a light upon the hilltop to the brothers on the other side of the world, on the other side of the computer, because this is how a lot of brothers are waking up via the internet, man. You know, you got brothers that wake up, brothers and sisters that wake up from the highways and the byways by seeing the preaching and hearing it, but also you got a lot of brothers that are waking up from the internet, man. You know, we're the example that are standing up. You have to stand up, man. You know, you have to cast down these strongholds, because these customs and traditions are strongholds on the minds of Israel, man. Okay, this is in the book of Psalms 94 and 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? You see, so the Lord is looking for those that are going to stand up for truth. You know, that are going to sigh and cry for all the abominations that are committed in the earth. You know, like I said, you got all kinds of wickedness going human trafficking. You got idol worship. You got all kinds of stuff, man. You got people that are just a narcissist, you know, that are into themselves, you know, that don't honor mothers and fathers, because you are supposed to honor your father and mother as part of the 10 Commandments, but it's not on a certain day. You do that throughout your whole day, man. You honor and show respect to your father and mother throughout your whole life, not on a particular day, because you got certain people that don't even see their fathers or mothers, you know, years on out, but on that particular one day, you know, which isn't right, man. That's not honoring the father, honoring or that's not showing honor to your father or mother. All right. This is Jeremiah 5:1. It says, "Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now, and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if you can find a man, if there be any that execute a judgment, that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it." You see? So we have to find and come out to the highways and the byways, seeking men that desire truth, that desire the true hidden wisdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Not these vain traditions, these vain customs that are committed out here in the earth. That's not going to get you, that's not going to bypass the Lord, man. Because there's only one way to enter the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and that's through Yahweh Shai, man. He's the door, all right? It says Jeremiah 5:2, and though they say the Lord liveth, surely they swear falsely. That's right. Why? Because they walk contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shai. They don't walk according to the ordinances, the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible, man. They walk according to their own heart, their own lust. All right? O Lord, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. That's right. And you got people out here dying every day. You got all kinds of violence going on in the earth, and they still ain't receiving correction. They ain't realizing that it's the Lord that is sanctioning all these things going on in the earth. But their heart, the world is still set upon their heart to walk according to their ways, man. To cast away instruction like Esau, to cast away the law, statutes, commandments, man. You know, that is supposed to be the duty of all men. Like I was saying, man, we were brought here to do just that. All right. Let me bring that out here in Ecclesiastes. All right. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So it's the commandment to keep His commandments. You have to keep His commandments, not the world's, not Esau's, not what your mother, your daddy say. It's what the Lord says. All right, because that's the whole reason. When you read in the Gospels, Yahweh Shai said He came to bring variance against a father and his son, to separate a household, man. If the Lord was all love, why did He say that He was going to bring division within the household? Because He knew that when you come to this truth, you're going to have to flee away from the ways of the world, man. The current things of the earth. That meant you're going to follow the laws and commandments, man, of the scriptures. You see? So going back to Jeremiah 5:3, but they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return. See? And like these people out here, they don't care, man. They drive up and down. To you motherfuckers out there, they don't think I'm talking to people. There are people out here every day. You know? They don't care about it. All they got to do is park their car, come out here, ask questions. You know? You got restaurants here, you got bars over here, you got people everywhere. But they don't care to come out here, man. You know? Why? Because this truth ain't for everybody. You can't call every single person out and be like, hey, man, you know, you're a Hebrew Israelite. The scriptures say to prophesy into the air, man, pursuant to in the book of Ezekiel in the valley of dry bones. You ain't supposed to target anybody. You're supposed to just do the work. The Lord said He's going to bring those that are destined to come to the truth. You know? It says, they have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return. Therefore I said, surely these are poor. That's right. And they are foolish. Man, and when you go into that word foolish, it means to be unwise. They're unwise, man. You know? And you got people out here that got a problem with me when I do speak. When I come out here 100%, you got people calling the cops. You know? Trying to get me out the way. Why? Because I'm interfering with their little, their happiness. When they've been interfering with my happiness the whole time I've been out of my mother's womb, man. You know? People out here hate truth, man. I'm going to read it again. It says, therefore I said, surely these are poor. They are foolish. All right? They're foolish, man. They follow after these silly abominations, these customs, you know? It says that folly is set in great dignity. And this is one of that folly, man. It's silly. It's unwise. It's foolish. All right? So the Lord commands you to be wise, man. And to redeem the time, for the days are evil, man. So you have to, when you're redeeming that time, you have to look at everything situation and work in it properly, man. Walk in it carefully, being circumspect, using it towards your advantage. And how are we using it towards our advantage? By prophesying against it, man. You know, it's like we prophesy against Mount Seir, prophesy against all these these customs and traditions, all these different nations. That's our job, man. You know, these people they have like the scriptures say, they have a zeal of the Lord, but not according to knowledge. That's right. I'm gonna bring that out. This is in the book of Romans 10:1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved. That's right, man. You don't think you don't think that I want to be in that spirit that Ezra was in, where he was concerned about his people, where he was crying unto the Lord saying, why can't you just save us all at once? Why can't you just bring us salvation right now? And the angel Uriel told him, hey man, you're going off. Why you haste above your maker? So you care more for Yahweh's people than him? You know, you got guys out there that really act like they have a stronger love for the Lord's people than the Most High. You actually got guys out there that actually feel like they can bring salvation to somebody, man. It's all through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shai, man. The Lord says that that the Father brings it to His Son, man. Many are called, but few chosen. All right. So it says in Romans 10:1 or 2, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. Right, because they don't read the Bible. They just follow what men tell them. All right. And they go according to these ways, these traditions, and these customs. They have a saying in the earth, follow your heart. You know, if it feels good, do it. That's not according to the Bible, man, because the scriptures say in Jeremiah 17:9, the heart is wicked above all things, desperately wicked, and who can know it? And people don't even know that you are your worst enemy, man. You know? You are your worst enemy, and you're the reason why you're bringing curses and damnations to your life, because you're going off. You're going away from the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Your heart is far from Him. Though you honor Him with your lips, your heart is far from Him, man. All right? It says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. So it's not meant for me to cast my jewels and pearls to every single person because they're a so-called Mexican, you know, a Latino, Native American Indian, or a Negro, you know. If it's for them, they're gonna come and they're gonna be brought by the Spirit, you know, because it's not for them. They're not about knowledge. They hate knowledge, man. They want to follow their own pernicious ways. They want to follow the lust of their heart, man. They have the pride of life, the pride of their eyes and things of that nature. The lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh. They're not concerned of the light. They ain't concerned of whether they're in light or darkness. A lot of people don't care no more, man. That's why the Lord said in Matthew 24, the love of many has waxed cold. What is that love? The law, statutes, commandments, right? Okay. They don't care about the Bible in a nutshell. They don't care about the word of Yahweh Shai. They don't care about the Savior of Yahweh Shai, man. They're concerned about their own self, like Esau. You have to understand that and comprehend that 2/3 of our people are Edomites, man. They're like Edomites. Romans 10:3, for they being ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, and that's what a lot of people do. They take the Bible, they nitpick what they want, and they try to establish their own righteousness. When the Lord said there's only one way, one doctrine, one spirit, one baptism. There's not no other way. You got a lot of people that try to do that in the world, man. They try to establish their own righteousness. And they say that they're pure in their own eyes, man. There's a generation that's that way. All right? So let me hold that. go to the book of Proverbs. All right. Proverbs 30 and 11. Or you know what? I'm going to just jump down to the point. It says, oh, you know what? This is beautiful because we're talking about Mother's Day. Well, check this out. This is Proverbs 30 and 11. There is a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother. You see? So you got a generation that does that. And they do that on a daily basis, man. You know? But they wait for this particular day to want to show that honor and respect. But also, it's going into a spiritual sense, talking about the Yahweh and the commandments, man. Wisdom, Yahweh Shai. They don't respect it. All right? Verse 12. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed from their filthiness. You see? But yet they think they're good. They think they're pure. You know? It's like the Lord told Ezekiel, I'm gonna harden your forehead against their forehead as an adamant stone. I mean, you ain't gonna break us. You ain't gonna change us from our doctrine. And we know it's not gonna happen on your end. The only way that stony heart can be turned to a fleshly heart is through Yahweh Shai. We as men are just relayers. We just relay the message. We're just messengers. We just relay the message, and that's it. That's our job. You know, if you come into the fold, it was because Yahweh Shai made that happen. Not me. I didn't make it happen. You know, you don't make it happen. But you got proud individuals that have the Bible's knowledge, and they actually think they're doing it. They're the ones that made that person come in. No, it was the Spirit of the Lord that made him come in. You're just a vessel, man. We're just vessels. And the Lord can destroy us at any time, man. That's why it's very important to be of a humble and contrite spirit. If you're proud and you think you're better than another person, you think you got it. You think you're smarter than a brother that's been in this thing 9 years, 10 years, you got it dead wrong, man. You got to reevaluate yourself. Okay? You can have 15 brothers on you and it don't mean nothing that you got 15 brothers with you. It don't mean shit. You know? They all can fall out. And you can fall out at the end. You could be the last one standing. You fall out at the very end, man. You know what I'm saying? This is Proverbs 30 and 13. There is a generation, oh how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up. That's right. And that's what this generation is like, man. They hate the truth. They're proud. They're stiff-necked. They pull back the shoulders. They don't want to hear the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know? They don't care. You know? And real quick, a lot of the prophets, they were always by themselves, man. They were always alone. And if not, it was another one with them. It's like let's use Elijah as an example. He was by himself until Elisha came around. It was just them two. You see? It don't matter about numbers, bro. The Lord don't deal with big numbers. You know? The Lord don't care about that. Verse 14, there is a generation whose teeth are as swords and their jaw teeth as knives to devour the poor off the earth and the needy from among them. You see? And that's the difference between us and them in the world. That we really care about the needy because we know what they need. They need this wisdom. They need to be spiritually healed. All right? And the only way that's going to happen is by way of the truth. All right? By them coming into Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You see? Not by indulging in the world, not by satisfying the flesh. All right? Not by looking for a relationship. And you got people that's what they really think is going to fill that void in their heart is by going from relationship to relationship. But that's your problem, man. Is that you're focusing on the wrong things. You got to focus on Yahweh Shai. You got to focus on this word. And scriptures say, first seek ye the kingdom of heaven and everything else shall be added unto thee. And people don't want to do that, man. All right. So let me go to right here in Jeremiah 5:4. Therefore I said, surely these are poor, they are foolish, for they know not the way of the Lord, nor the judgment of their God. See, they don't know the way. That's why we're out here trying to pave that way for them. All right. But real quick, Romans 10:3. For they being ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. That's right. They haven't submitted unto Yahweh. All right. They don't submit themselves unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. This word. All right. Which is a book of life. But also it could be a book of death. It can be a book to destroy you, or it can be a book to bring you back to life. All right. It says, for Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is the end of the law, for righteousness to everyone that believeth. So that's it on there. So I'm going to come back over here to Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 5. I will get me unto the great men, and I will speak unto them. That's right. So that's who the Lord is looking for. He's looking for those that are gonna, that are truly desiring truth, that hunger and thirst after righteousness, man. Okay, that wanna, they want to see a better life in the kingdom, man. And the ultimate goal is to get the kingdom, you know. But the Lord even says that exercising godliness will profit you much in this side and in the kingdom. Okay. It says, I will get me unto the great men, I will speak unto them, for they have not known the way of the Lord, and their judgment of their power. But these have altogether broken the yoke and burst their bonds. That's right. So they don't know Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. They don't know the judgment of their God, nor the way of the Lord. But the great men that the Lord sees fit, you know. But in the eyes of the 2/3 in the world, they're as nothing. But in the eyes of the Lord, we're great men. The elect are great men. Let me rephrase that. The elect are great men. Why? Because they cast off the works of darkness, man. All right. So that's it on there. So I'm gonna go over here to Hebrews. Romans 13, and I'm gonna start at 13. I'll start at 13 and 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. All right, so it's time to wake out of that sleep, that state of slumber. Okay, which some won't wake out of that, because the Lord is the one that put the spirit of slumber on the earth, on a lot of people's minds. So that they won't be able to come out of that unless Yahweh Shai sanctions them to come out of it. All right. It says, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Okay. So now that we believe, what are you supposed to do? Cast off the works of darkness, man. Okay. Cast off this world off of you. You know. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. That's right. And when you walk in the light, that's what's going to guide you in the valley of shadow of death, like King David said, man. This place is as a shadow. It's as a valley that's a shadow of death. Okay. So that's where you're walking in. You're walking in that spirit, that shadow of death, man. All right. It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness. And that's right. That's the separation between us and them. These 2/3 is that we walk honestly in the day and in the night. You got these 2/3 that walk honestly during the day, but at night they're wicked as hell, man.